Hi, I'm Maria Forrest, and here's Charlene. We're going to do a mat class for seniors today, and we're going to start off with her laying on her back. You're going to lengthen through your arms. You're going to bend your knees, and your feet are going to be flat. And I want you to just take a deep breath in through the nose, and then exhale out through the mouth, and just feel the mat underneath your body. Now let's take at least 3 deep breaths just to connect with our bodies. Let's take another deep breath in and let it go. And while you're doing the exercise, just remember it's all about length and depth. You want to go ahead and lengthen through the arms, lengthen through the crown, and I'll keep reminding you. And then you want to engage your abdominals as well. So let's go ahead and we're going to start with knee fold. So you're going to go ahead and bend the right knee up to tabletop. Take a deep breath, and then exhale as you place it down. Good. And then inhale, bring the other knee up to tabletop. And then exhale, place it down. So you're just going to alternate the knees. Inhale, right knee up. Good, exhale down. So while she does this, I'm just going to explain. You want to make sure that the knee is right above the hip and the heel is in line with the knee. So it looks like a perfect table. You can put a cup of coffee on there. And what we're doing is we're just creating a little bit more awareness of the lower abdominals, the lower abs, the hips. So let's inhale up, exhale down. Last set, inhale up. Exhale down, and one more. And rest. So now we're just going to go a little bit deeper. So we're going to go ahead and alternate the legs. So we're going to inhale, bring the right knee up to tabletop. Nice. I'm just going to adjust so it's right there. Inhale, bring the other knee up. Good. So from here, you're going to engage your abdominals, reach through the fingertips, lengthen through the crown, pull the tummy in, and then you're going to alternate the legs. That's it. One at a time. And the movement flows with the breath. And let's bring the heels just a little bit lower. So the idea is to keep your hips in neutral. You want to keep your tailbone firmly on the mat, and you want to keep the tummy in. So you don't want to arch the back. So if you want to pick it up a little bit, you don't have to. You can just alternate the legs without the pause and just alternate the legs. And you don't have to come all the way down if you feel that arch in the back, you can just go to as far as you can without arching the back. The idea is to really keep neutral with the pelvis. Last 3, 2, and then 1. Go ahead and rest. Bring both knees down, both feet down. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and we're going to do some knee stirs. So you're going to go ahead and bring the right knee up to tabletop and then the left. So here, if you want, you can use a prop. We have a ball. You don't have to. I'll put the ball here so you can squeeze the ball. Keep your heels together. So I'm going to adjust your table so that the knees are right above. So if you have a mirror, you can always look and take a deep breath. And now we're going to do just little stirs. So you're going to exhale as you go towards the belly button. Inhale as you go towards the tailbone. So keep those heels up. And if you want to, what you want to do is you want to squeeze on the exhale. So exhale as you bring it in. Inhale as you go towards the tailbone. So slow it down just a little bit so that the movement flows with the breath. You're pulling the tummy in. You're still lengthening through the arms, lengthening through the spine. And now we're going to switch directions. So it's inhale as you go towards the tailbone. Exhale as you go towards the belly button. So it's inhale here. Good. Exhale. There you go. Inhale and exhale. Last 2. So again, you want to focus on keeping that tailbone down. Go ahead and rest and keeping the back nice and flat so you don't arch your back. You can have a natural curve, just no arching, keeping the tailbone nice and firm. So now we're going to keep the feet on the mat. We're going to go ahead and work the upper abs a little bit. So slide the shoulder blades down. You're going to reach out through the crown. You're going to take a deep breath in. Good. And then exhale as you lengthen through the arms and lift right up. Good. Inhale as you come back down. Deep breath. Exhale, pulling the ribs in, lifting. Nice. Inhale. Exhale up. So when you're up here, I want you to stay up here. Slide the shoulder blades down. Good. And then inhale as you come back down. Deep breath. Inhale down. So always keep note to keep the shoulder blades slid down the back. The scaps are wide. You're not squeezing the scaps together. You're keeping them wide and you're sliding them down the back. And you're lengthening through the arms, reaching as much as you can. And last one, deep breath. Exhale all the way up and rest. Good job. So now we're going to put this together. We warmed up the lower abs and the upper abs. We're going to go ahead and do the 100, the classical 100. So we're going to bring the right knee up to tabletop and then the left. And you're going to slide the shoulder blades down. You're going to take a deep breath in. Ready? Exhale as you reach through the fingertips, and you're going to pulse the arms. So you're inhaling for 4, 3, 2, 1, and then exhale 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And you're lifting. Good. Inhale for 4. Exhale for 6. So you're going to do a set of 10. You can always make this exercise easier by keeping the feet on the mat and working your way up. The next level would be this, which is tabletop. And exhale, keep the bow. Good, last 2 or 3. You can also put a ball underneath here to keep, you can either keep the head down or keep the head up. The head down will make it a little easier. If you keep the head up, you can also put maybe a small ball behind the upper back. Go ahead and rest, catch your breath for support if you need that. Okay, so an alternative for this exercise, if you don't have the table, Pilates table, you can go ahead and you can either tuck your feet underneath either a couch or a bed. You want to make sure that your feet are flexed and you're reaching through. And also an alternative, if this exercise, if bending the knees a little bit, still you have a hard time coming up, and you want to really focus that your abdominals are doing the work and not your lower back. So you want to roll up. You want to feel, if you feel that your back's working, then and the knees being bent is not enough, then there's an alternative to strengthen to get to this point eventually. So let's go ahead and roll onto your side. You're going to push yourself up, and we're going to go into a sitting position. And so with your feet slightly bent, you're going to bring the arms out in front of you. So bend them just a little bit more. Good. Take a deep breath. And then as you exhale, you're going to curl the tailbone under, and you're going to pull the belly button in. Good. That's it. And then inhale as you come back up. So slide the shoulder blades down, reach out through the crown. Ready? Exhale as you curl the tailbone under and keep the chin up. Nice. Inhale up. So what this will do is it'll help to strengthen the lower abs, and it also gives you that movement of that curling under, which is what you need when you want to do the full roll up. So for now, we're just going to do a few more. Exhale as you curl the tailbone under. Good. Inhale up. Deep breath. And again, with this, you can use a prop, you can use a ring, you can use a ball, and you can squeeze a little bit as you lean back and curl. Good. Just make sure that you slide the shoulder blades down and that you keep the chin up. Your head is just floating above your shoulders. Good. And rest. Catch your breath. Actually, let's go ahead and extend the legs. We're going to go ahead and do we'll stay with the classical exercises. So you're going to scooch down for me a little bit, and you're going to flex the feet. The feet are going to go together. That's it. And so you can bend the knees a little bit to make this exercise a little easier, or you can lengthen the legs, and that would be probably a little bit more challenging. So what I want you to do is you're going to take a deep breath. You're going to bring the arms above the chest. So when you start this exercise, you want to make sure that your shoulder blades are slid down the back and that you're pulling the ribs in. Very nice. So you're going to take a deep breath in, and then as you exhale, you're going to roll up one vertebrae at a time, curling the tailbone under a little bit so you can really articulate the lower back. And then you're going to reach the hands towards and drop the nose towards the belly button. Good. Sit up nice and tall. Take a deep breath, slide the shoulder blades down so the arms go up front, deep breath. And then you're going to do curling the tailbone under, keeping the chin up. Curl, curl, curl. Good. All the way down. And then the arms go above the chest. So up here, you're going to slide the shoulder blades down, take a deep breath in, pull those ribs in. Good. As you exhale, you're going to roll it up one vertebrae at a time, curl the tailbone under a little bit so you can really articulate the lower back. Lengthen the hands towards that mirror. You're going to nose towards the belly button. Good, and shoulders away from the ears. Nice. So you're going to sit up nice and tall. Let's do one more. Deep breath. As you exhale, you're going to curl the tailbone under a little bit more. Keep the chin up. Curl, curl, curl. Good, nice. And arms above the chest. And let's go ahead and bring the hands down. And we're going to go ahead and take your feet out. We're going to go ahead and bring the right leg up to 90, which is straight up towards the ceiling. So you want to make sure that the ankle is right above the hip. So you don't want to go too close in or too far out. If your hamstrings are really tight, it's better to just straighten the knee and maybe not necessarily be at 90, but the knee needs to be nice, not necessarily locked, but the leg as straight as you can and active. So you want to activate the leg nice and strong. So all we're going to do is we're going to do leg circles. So we're going to make the movement come from the thigh bone. So you're going to do tiny little circles the size of a quarter. So the bottom leg could be bent or it could be straight, whatever feels comfortable to you. The idea is to keep the tailbone nice and firm on the mat. If your hamstrings are tight, the tailbone might want to lift. So just ensure that the tailbone's nice and flat. And now you're going to switch directions, other directions. So you're lengthening through that leg, reaching up towards the ceiling with those toes. And you're activating the leg nice and strong and engaging your abs, reaching through the fingertips, and rest. Go ahead and bring the knee to the chest, and then we're going to switch legs. So let's bring the other leg up. So activate the leg, point the toe, tummy in, and then you're going to start your little circles, reaching through the fingertips. And we're going to switch directions. So again, the movement's coming all the way from the thigh. Bottom leg is lengthening out, reaching out through the heel. So you're going to flex that bottom foot, reach and lengthen out through that leg. Reaching out, always lengthening, and rest. Catch your breath, bring the knee to the chest. And catch your breath.
What should I do?
So if you get, usually, if you get a cramp, you want to go ahead and see if you can rub it out, but I would get into the habit of drinking extra water. That usually helps. It's really circulation, so we can do other exercises. So what's happening is when your leg's up, obviously the blood's flowing down to your body. So you can just move around a little bit and it'll come back. So we're going to go ahead and do rolling like a ball. So you're going to go ahead and you're going to grab the back of your thighs and roll yourself up. Okay, if this is not an easy way to get up, you can roll onto your side and push yourself up. You can use your hands to roll yourself up. So we're going to go ahead and do rolling like a ball. So the key for rolling like a ball is that basically your pelvis, you're curling under, right? We call it pelvic bowl. So you're going to slide the shoulder blades down. The other thing is, imagine you have like a little ball right there. So you're up and over that little ball. So you're not just sticking the tummy in, you're really up and over. So you're pulling the ribs in and curling the tailbone under. So you're basically on the back of your sits bones. So go ahead and lift your feet.
And hold my legs.
And you're going to, well, you can grab the back of your thighs just like Charlene's doing, or you can grab out on the outside of the ankles. So if you're just starting out, I recommend to grab the back of the thighs. So you're going to curl the tailbone under, Charlene. Good. Deep breath. Ready? Exhale as you roll back. And then go ahead and roll yourself up. So you want to keep the feet up. Good. Deep breath. Exhale, roll it up. Good. So at first you might use your legs to swing a little bit, but at the end, what I want you to do is after you get the movement and you get the breath, is to really curl the tailbone under, pull your tummy in, and use your abdominals to help you roll. And when you come back up, you still want to come back on the back of the sits bones, not in front or on. That will ensure that you're curling the tailbone under. Okay, last one. Take a deep breath. Good. Exhale, curl, and rest. Nice job. Catch your breath. All right, so we're going to go ahead and you're going to grab the back of the legs again, and you're going to roll yourself down, one vertebrae at a time. Nice. So we're going to go ahead into tabletop with the right leg and then the left. Ready? You're going to slide the shoulder blades down. You're going to take a deep breath. As you exhale, you're going to peel the spine off the mat and go into that bowing position. Good. So when you're there, you're going to go one leg in, one leg out. So remember, you can always keep the head down to make it a little easier. The head up makes it a little harder. The idea is if you're going to keep the head down, then you want to make sure one leg is in. You don't want to have both legs extended while your head is down, okay? So let's go ahead, last 3, last 2, and last 1. Nice job. And rest. Catch your breath. All right, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to do mini corkscrews, okay, which is not necessarily a basic exercise, but there's different ways of working up to that exercise, which is what I'm going to show you. So we did some knee stirs at the beginning. The knee stirs are helpful, and then sort of a lift up of the tush. So you want to lift up on and then later when you do it at tabletop at the beginning, and then later you do it at 90, okay, and then eventually you'll go higher and higher. So let's go ahead and do tabletop with the legs, one leg at a time. And then we're going to do one full circle. And then on the exhale, you're going to lift the tush up. So it's a little bounce. Good. And then the other direction. Deep breath in, and then exhale, lift. Good. And then the other. Good. Last two. So Charlene's been doing this for a while, so she will demonstrate at least one with the legs straight. And, all right, so let's go ahead and catch your breath, and then we'll bring the legs up at 90. So these are the classical corkscrew. You actually come up, and you articulate all the way up, and then you slowly roll it down. But for beginners, we just want to just get that movement and get them, try to go deep into the lower abs. So this is either a warm-up for that, or this is the basic that you want to introduce at the beginning so that you can get stronger. So let's go ahead and do 90 degrees with the legs, one leg and then the other. So let's go to 90, point the toes, activate the legs. You're going to do one full circle. Good, and then you're going to lift the tush up. Nice, and then the other direction, take a deep breath. And exhale, lift it up. Good, let's do one more set. Nice, and rest. You're going to bring the knees to the chest and catch your breath. All right, so our next exercise, we're going to do a single leg stretch. So we're going to bring the right knee up to tabletop. And I want you to place one hand on the knee and one hand on the ankle. You're going to go ahead and do that. You're going to lift up, and you're going to extend the bottom leg. You're going to take a deep breath. Ready? Exhale as you switch the legs. Good. So you can actually use that leg to lift up a little higher, cheat a little bit, because at the end you're still going to feel it. Actually, the higher you go, you're going to feel it in the upper abs. The bottom leg, since it's lengthening out, that's going to be working the lower abs. So just slide the shoulder blades down. That's it, and lift yourself up. So you one hand on the knee and one hand on the ankle, just to align the leg so it doesn't go in or out. Last two. Inhale, exhale as the knee comes in. So it's nice and slow. Nice. So don't lose your bow. Last one. Good. And rest. Excellent. Catch your breath. So we're going to go ahead and grab the back of the thighs, and you're going to roll yourself up, or you can roll onto your side and push yourself up. And we're going to go ahead and do some sitting exercises. So you're going to scoot your tush back, your feet are going to go out straight in front of you, and you're going to flex out through the feet. So if you have tight hamstrings, you can either put something underneath the tush to elevate you a little bit higher, or you can slightly bend your knees, and that'll make it a little easier. So we're going to go ahead and lengthen out through the legs. You're going to bring the arms out in front of you like so. You're going to take a deep breath, and then let it go. And then on the next inhale, you're going to inhale, open the arms. So it's inhale, and then exhale. Good, you're going to inhale, and then exhale. So reach out through the crown, and reaching out through the heels. Nice. So slide the shoulder blades down, bring the hands a little bit lower. So they're shoulder height. Last one. And rest. All right, so we're going to go ahead and open the legs a little bit. Well, we can't go wider than the table, right? So we're going to go ahead and the arms are going to go out to the sides. And we're going to do, what we want to do with this exercise, you want to make sure it's more of a flat back instead of more of a slouching, right? So you want to sit up as much as you can. You want to still reach out through those heels, press the legs down, take a deep breath in. Ready? As you exhale, you're going to go to the opposite leg and pinky to pinky, backhand, thumb down, looking at the back hand. Good. Inhale as you come back up, deep breath. And exhale, lengthen. Nice. So remember, you can always bend the knees to make this a little easier on the hamstrings. Or you can put something underneath your tush to prop up a little bit. But you want to lengthen out through those legs. You also want to make sure that your legs aren't moving. You want to stabilize by going ahead and pressing the hips down into the mat and pressing the heels into the mat so that the legs are nice and stable. This will ensure that your hips are nice and neutral and that you're stabilizing. Good. Last one. Take a deep breath. Slide the shoulder blades down, reaching out through the fingertips. Exhale. That's it. And
One more.
oh yes, that's it. Last one. Catch your breath. So we're going to do the version of the mermaid. There's a few versions of the mermaid. We're going to do this one today. So what I want you to do, Charlene, is to just move the hip up and down so that the left sit bone comes off the mat and then on the mat, just to loosen up before you do the exercise. So it's inhale up and then exhale down. Nice. Just a few more, just to loosen it up. And then now, on this last one, you're going to bring the arms out to the sides and try to sit up as nice as you can. Take a deep breath. As you exhale, you're going to bring the right arm over the head, and the left hand's going to go right here. Yep, so the right arm over the head. That's it. Inhale, sit up nice and tall, deep breath. And then other side. Good. So what we're going to do is we're going to make sure, we're going to emphasize that we want to try, our goal is to keep that left sit bone down when you're reaching over to the left. So let's try it again. So arms out to the side, tummy in, deep breath. Exhale. That's it. Good. Inhale, center, deep breath. And then exhale, other side. So you're going to reach, keeping the sit bone down. Good. Inhale. Exhale, other side. There we go. And rest. So now we're going to switch the legs. And again, we're going to just move the pelvis a little bit just to loosen up the right hip. So it's going to lift up and down. So you may or may not touch the mat with the sit bone, and that's okay. You will eventually. You just have to keep practicing, and you have to loosen up a little bit. This is a great exercise. You just have to emphasize that you're pressing that hip bone down as you reach away with that arm. So let's bring the right sit bone down a little bit more. Take a deep breath. Ready? Exhale. You're going to reach over. That's it. And then inhale, center. Slide the shoulder blades down. Good. Exhale, other side. Trying to keep this one down. Now this one's a little tighter than the other side, right? Mm-hmm. Deep breath. You can also do it with your leg out, or you can actually put both feet hanging off. If you want to do this on a chair, you can do this on a chair. You can let's do it this way, but I want you to drop your tailbone down, pull the tummy in, reach out through the fingertips. Ready? Exhale, and reach. So you can bring the right hand there, or you can actually try to bring the right hand here, the right hand over here, so that you can sort of give yourself an extra stretch. You feel that?
Yes.
So inhale. Drop the tailbone again, try not to arch the back, and then exhale. So this is a nice exercise to finish with. It's a nice cool down, and it gives you a nice stretch. So just do what you can at the beginning, and each time it'll get a little easier. At least the form will get better. And I just want to thank you, Charlene. Thank you.